How long do ink manufacturers keep making a particular ink? If you see an ink you like, should you buy it right away in case it's never made again? If you have a favorite ink, should you buy a lifetime supply? For example, the Shimmertastic line and Iroshizuku line. Okay, so clearly I'm a retailer and I have a particular opinion about this, you know, and being that I've sold several inks that have disappeared forever, I have some insight into this, but what I do want to say just kind of right up front is I'm not trying to like get you to artificially buy more than you should. This is certainly something where you should use your own judgment. I never try to like overhype things. I really, really don't. Like I genuinely don't want to try to get you to buy things that you don't want or need. So just get that right out there. But that said, I will say it varies a lot. Most of the time when you're talking about new ink colors that are coming out from an existing company that makes ink to whatever degree, whether it's a pen company like Lamy that's releasing an ink with a special edition pen, or whether it's something like you know, Pelican Edelstein that's doing their ink of the year. Usually they're pretty clear about when an ink is intended to have some kind of end date when they manufacture it. For example, the Pelican ink of the year, clearly it's the ink of the year. It's not going to be around for 5 years. You know what I mean? Other inks like Shimmertastic and Iroshizuku, they add colors to the line, but they don't say how long they're going to be available or anything like that. We usually have some kind of good indicator of when something is limited in some capacity. In that case, when something is said to be limited to whatever degree, it's usually better to kind of get in there when you can and get it. We've had colors such as Lamy Copper Orange, which we got not that many bottles. I'm not sure I can say exactly how many bottles we got, but it was not a lot. And we got one shipment, and then I think we followed it up with one tiny little shipment after that, and it was gone, and that was it. And it was way less than we thought it would be. We thought it would be available for as long as the pen, like maybe available for a year or so, because we had previous colors like, you know, neon coral and stuff like that. I actually think neon coral might have come after that. No, neon coral, I can't remember now whether neon coral was before copper orange or not. It was. So we had neon coral, which didn't really sell at all, and then we bought copper orange and it all sold, and then we went to reorder and it was gone forever, and we were like, what the heck? It was like one shipment and that was it, and it was gone, and everybody was upset, and it's an amazing orange. That might be the one that I would choose to bring back, honestly, but there's that. So ones like that are really frustrating because they're intended to be somewhat limited, but we never know exactly how long. A lot of it has to do with demand. A lot of it has to do with a lot of different things. I think when they're making these batches of these limited inks and stuff like that, I don't really know how big they're making it. They are kind of guessing. The risk of it running out is much greater than it is, say, with a new, I don't know, Noodler's color that comes out, or with a new Pilot Iroshizuku, which they're not coming out with anymore. They amped up their colors for a couple of years there and then they stopped. So that maybe is a bad example, but like Diamond Shimmertastic, when they came out, since you threw that one out there, they're adding those colors to the line, but it's not a limited edition. They're telling us like it's a regular part of the line, it's going to be available, and Diamond historically doesn't really discontinue much anyway. They're still hanging on to colors that we don't sell well at all, and we've actually dropped and stopped even caring about. So that is less likely the case with something like Shimmertastic or Iroshizuku, or honestly J.R. Bond, like the 1670s. Like those are really hot, but they're a special thing that they have been making and continue to make, so I'm not anticipating they're going to stop making it anytime soon. So I'm going to be less inclined to say that you need to like rush in and get a new Shimmertastic when it comes out, unless you just really, really want it. But when there's something like the Dark Lilac, which I don't have my bottle here actually because our media team is using it right now. So, but that one we sold out like very quickly, I think within 2 hours of getting it. We are going to be getting a crud ton more of that, I can say. However, I don't know, with that color, like I don't know if this is going to be like the last shipment and then that's it. So if you fall in love with a limited color, Like Pelican Edelstein Tourmaline is one of Rachel's favorite colors of all time. Before that color ran out, she took like 3 bottles of it. You know what I mean? Because she knew she would want it for a while, and she knew it had an expiration date and it was going to be gone. So that's the kind of thing where you'll need to use your judgment. But I would say in general, you don't need to stock up like crazy on regularly offered inks. It's only the limited ones that you do.